My name's Temi, Alchemy.
I'm Fred Santana.
We're from the 90s Babies show.
Nice to meet y'all.
Are you a 90s baby?
I
Yes,
am.
you are.
Right at the end, 97.
Would you say you're a
seven.
real 90s baby?
I mean, I feel like by the time you get into like post 95, it's real like heavy 90s influence.
Yeah.
But then the era that you really grow up in is definitely the early aughts, definitely 2000s, you know?
Right.
But the 90s definitely set the tone, I think.
Auditions. How did this happen for you?
So I didn't audition for Riri Williams, but I did have a Marvel audition back in 2016, 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was a sophomore in college.
What role was you going
yeah.
for?
This was for Shuri in BP1.
Oh, wow.
Right, yeah.
What was the feedback?
So,
Why didn't you get that?
Well, it was obviously between Sis, myself, and I think there was two other girls. And they said at the time that, oh, like, we think you're great, we'd love to work with you, but you just don't have the experience that we know the person in this role is going to need in order to continue. And at that time, they were right. I came from theater, and that's all I had done.
Yeah.
Lots of off-Broadway, and that was about it.
Have you done ballet before?
So that one more time?
Have you done ballet? Or how do you pronounce it? Ballet?
As a kid, yeah. My mom was like a hardcore dancer when she was my age, so I definitely touched all the categories, you know.
Nice.
But
I saw an interview where you said that God kind of told you to get your life together.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
you said that when you listened, everything's been up since
Oh
then.
yeah.
Where was you? Like, not necessarily, darkest
Yeah,
details, but,
yeah.
there might be some people that are in dark places and
Whew,
what was going on?
man. So I'm first gen. My parents are from Trinidad, and I was also a first gen college student.
All right.
But my overambitious self was going to an Ivy League, which
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know? And so not only was I trying to navigate what all that meant, but also on top of that, like the academic rigor and and I also had just come from performing arts school, so I went from like doing like voice and body exercises every day to like sitting at this desk, like, and it was really tripping me out. I think just being like kind of nervous about how to ask for help really made just like the terrain difficult to exist on, you know? But then on top of that, like family-wise, it was just a lot going on. Like you said, without getting into the darkest details, my family was all over the place. And they had just moved, and we, like some of the key members of my family and I, we did not have the best relationship at the time.
Right.
Like it was definitely like tension in every area of my life. And so as exciting as it was to like go on this journey, like that audition started with a tape, and it was like 2 tapes back to back. Then they took me to LA, Atlanta, back to LA. So I was like, and I'd never been to any of the, like, past the East Coast before. So it was a lot going on, and it was a beautiful ride. And to meet Ryan for the first time, who is actually, it was his film that inspired me to make the transition into film and out of theater. So it just felt like a beautiful full circle and a very encouraging space to be in professionally, like in terms of like my passion and my joy, but in terms of my life, yeah, I had to clean some things up. So I wasn't too surprised when I heard that it wouldn't happen until I did that, you know? And to be on the other side, it's like, I cannot imagine, I would not have wanted to step into this role or this, I don't know, position, sector of life without having done the work that happened on the in-between, you know?
I just really want to ask you about, with Shuri in particular, when she had, Namor on the floor.
What would you have done? Yeah.
Killed your mom.
Without us giving too much away on the film, everyone has a week. In terms of spoilers, in fact, how long do you give people before, say you've watched something? How long do you give the group chat before it's time to talk?
I hate spoilers. Like, I'm definitely that person.
I love
Even for the shows I'm in, I'm like, nah, you just gotta see it. Like, I refuse.
You want the back end?
Oh yeah, like just watch. You know? So, cause I want you to like go on the ride. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want you to be sitting there like waiting. Like, oh, they said this is about to happen. You know, ruins a moment.
So no spoilers. I'm a spoiler.
Yeah,
I need to talk about it. We need to
Okay.
fan theories, all of them kind of things. But so yeah, what would you have done? Okay, let's put it in like A or B. A is what Shuri did do, and B is what she should have done. So.
Ooh, this is such an interesting question because I feel like it also gives insight into Riri. If I'm answering as my character,
I think Riri would have done it.
she might have gone for
freed
me.
the
She
people.
might have. Yeah, you know. Also because like, why you touch me like that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
why
yeah.
am I here? Well, you had me underground, like it's clipped for you.
Yeah.
You know, underwater, ew.
Yeah.
But as Dom, I feel like I gotta commend the princess's decision.
Yeah. I hear that. But the film overall, like what like spoke to you most about this film?
In terms of what?
In terms of themes, the drip, soundtrack. Like, what was it that makes this one special to you?
I think it's the very natural way in which the women in the story sort of rose to the forefront. Because I don't think, and maybe I'm biased, so correct me if y'all feel otherwise, but I don't believe that this story being one that's women-led and women-centered at least is like, that's like a forceful part of the storyline. I think it's very much you returning to this place that means so much to so many people, you getting to see a deeper side or just dive deeper into these characters that you knew or you thought you knew or that you loved or that you didn't like, and also meet some new folks. And then by like halfway through the movie, you sort of start to realize, or I felt like I started to realize, like wait, like it's mad of us in here, you know, and it doesn't feel like heavy-handed or like feminism, you know. It kind of just feels like, we do this. Like,
did you have to do any actual swimming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You a swimmer?
Now. I am now. I had like a fear of water before this started, to be honest. Like,
Oh, me too. I can't swim.
Yeah, you know. So
I can swim.
Yeah, good.
Depends.
Good. Now I'm like very proud of being able to swim, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That we become proud of
Yeah.
being able to swim. Like there's so many others that can just swim. Yeah.
Normally,
Like it's a thing.
Can you float?
There's a difference.
Baby steps.
There's a difference. I can't float or swim, but floating's difficult.
Floating is one thing I have not been able to do. I don't know what it is about my spirit that needs to lighten.
Just sink. But sorry.
Yeah. With like, you know, when you was young, I'm not too sure when or what sort of films you were seeing in terms of superheroes, but there hasn't been loads of representation of women, especially leading.
Yeah.
So like, how does it feel to be leading now, if that makes sense, or like being in a position which is like you're at the forefront, like women at the forefront? How does that feel?
Man, it's beautiful. I think I hoped, or there was like a mild expectation that I think is just attached to the MCU period about the character that you play meaning a lot to somebody or to some group of people. But I think it's been like a beautiful surprise to see the amount of parents first, I think, sort of be like, oh my God, like I can't wait for, or my daughter saw, like I did this Target commercial, and I was so surprised by the response that that commercial alone has gotten from these parents of these kids, who's like, wow, like I feel like I could breathe a little bit easier because my kid has like you to look at. And then on the other side, it's like hearing from the kids or just seeing how they kind of light up. And I think I get like a front row seat to that because I have a 6-year-old brother who is like, I am like his pride and joy right now. I'm definitely gonna ride that till
he's
the
bragging
wheels fall
about
off,
you, yeah.
You know? But yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see them not. There are no questions. They're not second guessing or wondering like, oh, that could be me if whatever detail about them was different. It's kind of just like, oh, that's me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, don't have to use too much imagination.
That's
It's
a
there.
beautiful thing.
And you're playing intelligent roles as well.
Amen.
You know, you and Shiri are very smart and intelligent. How about in real life?
I try. I mean, I hope that Cornell degree is good for something.
Okay, cool. No, yeah. We see that on TV. That's all we know about.
Word. That's
Were you
all I know.
starstruck by anyone on set?
I come from a very humbling Caribbean household.
Yeah.
But I think that no amount of humbling can suppress like the butterflies when you see Miss Angela Bassett arrive.
Yeah.
What she did this time?
What?
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
serious thing.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, man. And my first scene for the whole shoot was with her. So
Yeah.
definitely set the pace in like the best way.
How is it going into this sort of film? It's a second part, so you're new to it, but you play such a monumental role. So how was it? What do you have to prepare for when you're going into the second part of a film, but so much of a cast were there before?
I think as I anticipated, and I think as it actually came to be, was really just opening myself up to support. I think that's the primary reason that I love theater, because it's all about the ensemble. It's all about the cast. It's all about me listening to you right now, and that's it. And I think that just understanding, like I had a conversation with Ryan and spoke about what my role would be and what the show was gonna be like the day that the news of Chadwick's passing had broke. So I think just understanding that a shift, an additional shift was on its way was just, again, like a knowing or a confirmation that this really will be a chance for me to play a supporting role, you know? And then hoping, especially since, you know, as you know, the show for Riri comes in on the back end. It's like I have to allow that to be the thing that's leading me through it, and to trust the story and Ryan and the people who know Wakanda best to sort of lead me to who and how I need to present Riri Williams to the world.
What we usually do on our show is a little 90s trivia. We've thrown in a little bit of Marvel, some things here and there, but the difficulty of the questions depends on how you answer this question.
Okay.
Taking Ange out of it, who are the better actors, UK or US?
You've been around a lot of UK leading in your career.
That's wild. That's a wild question. That is a wild question. But I do think that there's like a reverence and a respect for the craft that is, one, it's more technical. I think like the training for it is encouraged more, but it's also just, I think, it's like championed and respected more amongst folks in the UK.
You really didn't have to actually, you didn't have to do a Wakanda accent as well.
No.
Do you have one?
I think, let me not be disrespectful.
No worries, let's dive into the trivia. You've got one lifeline. Two, I'll give you two. You can skip.
I'm in.
And you can ask the audience.
All right, those are my two lifelines.
Cool, that's your two lifelines. All right, question one. Who co-wrote the song Lift Me Up, sang by Rihanna on the Black Panther soundtrack?
Okay. Are there many? Okay, I think Ryan definitely did. Thames.
Oh, we're doing a lot of cheating here. We're doing a lot of cheating this time.
Thames.
Whoa.
Thames.
You got a good team.
You still got your lifeline. Thames.
What year did the first Avengers come out?
The first Avengers, that 2011? Because Iron Man 1 was what, like 2007? I'm going to say 2011.
2012.
Damn, a year off.
You was close.
All right, then. Question 3. Which X-Men did T'Challa get married to?
Storm in the comics.
Yeah, proud of you back then.
She knows everything. They didn't have to cheat this time as well.
How would you have done Storm?
What is Rihanna's first album called and the year it came out?
The first album. Gosh, I can see the cover. It's green.
Maybe.
No,
Your team isn't helping that much.
It's not green, damn. What is going on?
You can ask the audience.
Yeah, you can ask the
I'm
audience.
gonna throw out my lifeline. Hey, audience. Damn, her
Alright.
first album?
Is that Pond Replay? That one?
I'm screaming.
It might be.
That album that
It's
that
okay.
came from.
It's okay. Well, should we move on?
What is it though?
It was Music of the Sun 2005.
Never got that.
That's all right.
Never got that.
That's all right.
All right
Sorry,
then.
Riri.
Which US artist once referred to Atlanta as Wakanda?
U.S. artist? That's so fake. Atlanta as Wakanda. Are they in the show?
That's a question.
U.S. artist Atlanta as Wakanda. It better not be me or something. Dang, what's the other lifeline? Wait, how many more questions do we have?
Two,
Two.
maybe
Two?
three.
Okay. Do I want to use the lifeline? I can't use it back
The
to
only,
back.
I think
I
the only
gotta,
yeah.
I
What are you
gotta,
going
I
for?
gotta skip that. I just gotta skip that.
It's Tip Harris.
Tip
T.
Harris.
Yeah.
Shout
So
out
this
T.I.
Wakanda.
He
It
does
was
the,
dead serious.
he do stuff.
Let's see how much you know about where your country is. How many stars and stripes on the USA flag?
Okay, 50 stars, 13 stripes.
Oh, well done. Come on. Come on.
So right, let's
That's
see how
impressive.
I don't know if that's the thing I want to be proud of. Okay.
Much, let's see how much you know about your character. What year was the character Ironheart created?
2018. The comics with Eve Ewing and Brian Michael Bendis? Which one are you talking about? Dang.
Yeah, I think the character was 2016.
Oh, the character created, not the comics.
Oh,
Yes.
technicality. She's trying it.
I know Con gonna be on to me if I get that wrong, but Tem, over to you.
In 2002, the Oscars, Best Actress went to the first black female for the first time. Who is the actress? 2002.
2002. What was the category?
It was for Best Female Actress.
Halle Berry.
Oh, wow, amazing. You got to that all by yourself.
Halle Berry.
All by yourself.
Man.
Cool. All right, that's all we got time for. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next time on Who Wants to Beat, yeah?
Oh, man.
So anything you want to let the people know you got coming out soon?
Definitely Ironheart, the series on Disney
Yeah.
Plus, comes out next year. I am very, very excited for that one to come out into the world, especially seeing the love that folks have shown Riri already. I'm starting to feel like they might just be proud of what we've created.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever, November 11th in the UK. Make sure you check it out.